He could be the next Conor McGregor star.
I want that world title. All laugh all you want and say I'll never be champ. You gang of mushrooms.
Like that kind of a star where the whole
He
world's
has
watching.
that weird personality.
Yes.
Yeah, he has that.
Well, he's very disarming because people, they see, I talked about this in the last pay-per-view. I said it's a very sneaky trick because guys like you look at you, the way you carry yourself, the way you, that's a fighter. Like you look at that guy's a dangerous motherfucker. But when you see Paddy, he's dancing like this, his hair is flopping around like he's in the Beatles. You know, he's like, he seems silly, but then he fucks people up.
Joe Rogan has weighed in on one of the most surprising and divisive matchups the UFC has announced in years. Paddy Pimblett facing Justin Gaethje at UFC 324. The MMA community is split right down the middle because on the surface, the fight feels baffling. Yet the more you think about it, the more it oddly starts to add up. On one side, you have Paddy Pimblett, one of the UFC's fastest rising stars. He's a massive fan favorite, riding a wave of momentum, confidence, and growing hype with every victory. His presence alone turns fights into events. That on the other side stands Justin Gaethje, a battle-tested veteran, former interim champion, and one of the most feared lightweights the sport has ever produced. This is a fighter who has gone to war with the division's most dangerous names and survived brutal encounters that would have broken most competitors. When Joe Rogan shared his thoughts on this pairing, it immediately set off heated discussion. Fans and analysts alike began debating whether this matchup is genius matchmaking or pure madness.
I think Paddy's going to beat Justin Gaethje.
Easy.
Wow. Really? Easy?
Yeah, easy.
That's a crazy thing to say because Justin Gaethje's a fucking animal.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to grapple, and Paddy knows
But he's a Division I wrestler. He knows how to grapple. You don't think he knows how to grapple? He just chooses not to.
Did you ever saw him submitting someone?
I don't believe he's ever submitted someone, but I think that's because he likes to just crush people.
If you have the ability to submit someone as soon as you can, you would do it.
What are you going to nickname Justin Gaethje?
Nothing. That was easy. Hey cheese. Hey cheese. Nah, I'm not going to make that stupid mistake James Vick did and call him Homer Simpson and get knocked out. So, to me, he's a legend, lad, and I'm not going to disrespect him. Simple as that.
Who should Paddy the Baddy be fighting next?
Oh, dude, Paddy the Baddy likely is going to fight with Justin Gaethje. But you want to know who doesn't want that fight is Gaethje.
Or Arman Sarukian?
That's the thing. So Arman just called him out. Gaethje believes, with the mandate of the masses that he just has, not to mention the risk that he took over Fitzayev. When you take a risk like you're a big star and you take on a guy that dangerous that's lesser known, you get a reward for it. And even though Gaethje's 1-1 in his last two, just remind you out of his last three, two of them were title fights. He believes he's the number one contender. Gaethje believes I don't have to do anything. I can sit here and wait. Gaethje, at some point in his career, has the right to tell the decision makers, we're going to do it my way. He's never pulled that card yet. I feel like as a community, we have to get behind him when it's the only thing he's ever asked for.
I mean, I don't mind if there's going to be an interim title on the line because Ilya is stepping away and we don't really know how long and drug out this could be and how long he's going to be away. He keeps pushing it back. Originally, he was saying he was going to be January. Now maybe March, probably something like that. I did think the matchup was interesting. I didn't see that coming. Like I thought potentially those two would be fighting maybe if Ilya was fighting Arman or, you know, however they were going to figure that situation out. But with Arman having come off such a big win recently, that's where I felt like it was an interesting matchup that he's just getting yet again kind of left on the side of this whole equation. Do I think it's going to be a super exciting fight? Hell yeah, I do. I think it'll be a lot of fun and good for both those guys and good for Gaethje to get another chance to work his way into that real title picture again. But I don't know. I feel like Arman's getting shafted a little bit in this match.
Devil's avocado. And you're right. Maybe he is getting shafted because he's number one contender. However, caveats, he pulled out of a title fight.
From a stylistic standpoint, this matchup is pure chaos on the feet. Gaethje brings a level of danger that Pimblett hasn't faced before. His leg kicks alone can completely alter the course of a fight. Add in his relentless pressure, proven toughness, and willingness to trade in the fire, and you have a formula that has broken far more experienced contenders. Many fans believe that if this fight turns into an extended striking battle, Pimblett eventually gets clipped, hurt, and stopped, not out of disrespect, but because of what Gaethje has consistently done to elite opponents over the years. But there's another side to this argument, and it's the one Joe Rogan keeps emphasizing. Pimblett isn't reckless or clueless. He manages distance well, stays composed when things get intense, and most importantly, brings a grappling skill set that could completely change the direction of the fight. If Pimblett can weather the early pressure, close the gap, and force Gaethje into uncomfortable ground exchanges, the dynamic shifts dramatically. That's why so many people see this as a potential turning point in Pimblett's career.
That's okay. Justin versus Paddy. That's an interesting fight. Justin said he's going to retire if he doesn't get the title fight. Ilya's going through some stuff to make an interim belt. Arman Tsarukyan. Where's Arman? The #1 ranked lightweight. And you're not doing a title fight with him while Andy's ready to go. UFC does whatever the fuck.
Well, I thought I read that it was because the last time he was going to fight Makhachev, he faked an injury, or was that just fake news I read?
That is absolutely fake news. You think Arman Tsarukyan's going to fake an injury?
I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. I just seen it, dude. Facebook is always right.
No. Arman is the #1 guy in the division, rightfully so. He should be fighting at least.
Why the fuck wouldn't he then? Yeah, that's
because UFC. Paddy versus Gaethje is a bigger fight than Arman versus either of those two.
Okay,
it's a Paramount biggest first pay-per-view. I'm talking with my hands a lot.
I got
one.
No, I'm good.
Who you guys got? Paddy versus Gaethje? It's an interesting fight.
I got Paddy all day.
I think I do too.
Bad, dude. He's good.
It's weird though. It's like 3 years ago you asked me that. I'm like, I don't know. Jared Gordon beat him. It's like, but now Paddy's on it. Paddy is good.
Who did Justin just fight? Like recent?
Justin hasn't fought.
He got knocked
last
out.
Fight.
The last fight got knocked out, right? By Holloway?
Max? Oh shit. Justin or
no? That was Justin, but Max Holloway knocked him out. Yeah.
No, they were just 37. He's not gonna. His last fight. He's not gonna get KO'd and then come and do a title fight.
Really touched yet. I think he's got a lot of room to show us. If he beats Justin Gaethje, you can't say shit about this kid anymore. You know what I mean?
Well,
like he's got an opportunity to really show. Even though Gaethje's been around a long time, he's one of the most violent, dangerous guys in the whole lightweight division. And if he beats him, then look out.
Paddy kind of got ahead of. He did a little video where he was saying, if I beat Justin, I know what you're all going to say. He's the man's 37 and he's past his prime. Just like they said when I beat Bobby King Green, that he was old and he couldn't grapple or whatever he said. And he went through every fight. He said, they're always going to say that.
Yeah.
And they did say that. And they do say that. And they kind of might well say that if he beats Justin Gaethje. The reality is, though, Justin looked phenomenal against Rafael Fiziev.
Yeah.
And all right, he got knocked out against Max Holloway. Because I was having this conversation with Callum last night. I went downstairs, he's sitting at the dining room table, studying up a storm because he's got some big test coming up. And we got talking about it. And he's like, why Justin Gaethje, Dad? I said, well, what do you mean? Well, who else is there? I mean, Justin Gaethje's been around for years. He's one of the most exciting guys. He's like, yeah, but it should have been Arman. I said, yeah, but Arman, it wasn't guaranteed he was going to beat Dan Hooker. And what are they going to do? Put Dan Hooker in over Justin Gaethje? You know what I mean? That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because beating Gaethje wouldn't just move Pimblett forward. It would catapult him into a completely different tier. And that's where the politics start to matter. Many fans expected the UFC to book Pimblett against Ilia Topuria instead. That rivalry already had history, tension, and genuine bad blood. The storyline was there, but the UFC chose a different path, and there's a reason for it. With Topuria dealing with recent legal issues and outside the cage complications, the matchup became risky from a business standpoint. The UFC isn't eager to gamble on a massive event when uncertainty surrounds one side of the fight. Instead, Pimblett gets Gaethje, a safer option politically, but a far more dangerous challenge competitively. And that's exactly what makes this matchup so compelling. If Pimblett loses, the narrative is simple. He stepped up too soon. But if he wins, he instantly transforms into a legitimate contender, forcing the entire division to take him seriously.
Yeah, I thought Makhachev was calling to fight me at the time. And then he went up. They vacated. They make an interim fight, and I don't get the call. But yeah, I just stayed the course, and I've been really working hard and training and really sticking to my guns when it's come to taking the right matchups. I would have fought anybody. I would have fought Arman. I would have fought Paddy. I would have fought Ilya. as long as it was, for a belt, and that's where we're at. So I'm excited.
So did you tell the UFC at the time that interim fight was ready? Like, hey, just call me and I'm there. Like, had you made them aware?
No, I didn't even know that was happening. And then they announced it. So yeah, it was cool. It kind of sucked because again, the champion was calling to fight me, and then he vacates, and then I don't get the call. So that was tough. But I was coming off a loss versus Max Holloway. It was. It is what it is, and timing is everything. And this is perfect timing to finish everything off like I want to.
I was just gonna actually let's touch on that. When you said finish everything off like I want to, what exactly do you mean on that? Like, are we looking towards the end of the line? Like, are we just looking one fight at a time? Or
it's always been one fight at a time, but I would be a fool to say that this is the beginning. There's no doubt that the end is near, and I've been in some of the biggest fights ever in this company, and they continue to give me these opportunities, and so I'm so thankful for them for giving me this chance to prove that I'm one of the best in the world. Again, since 2017 I fought 12 times, and only one guy has been outside of the top 5. So I've been here, I've been putting in the work, and it's a tough game. It's a crazy game. Everyone's always like, you're gonna win. I'm like, dude, it's such a fucking crazy game. I'm gonna be as ready as I can, and I'm gonna give 100% max effort, and it is what it is.
If somebody had come up to you after that fight with Fiziev that night and said, hey man, just under a year from now you're gonna be fighting Paddy Pimblett for the interim title, what would you have thought?
I mean, if they knew, obviously if that was like a glimpse into the future, it'd be amazing trying to figure out the formula, how that happens, but now we know.
And as far as Paddy, right, he said some things about you. Like he said, talking about you being on the sidelines, and I don't know if it was trash talk or whatever it was, trying to build the fight. But what do you think of Paddy? Like, do you think it's going to be cordial? Do you think there's going to be some trash talk today? Like, what's your opinion on the guy?
I mean, I think people will think it's trash talk, but it's just him being him, me being me, This is an entertainment business, and he's one entertaining motherfucker. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind him adding something to the story so that people want to watch. Either way, people are going to want to watch. I'm the most consistent, most exciting guy, and this guy is on a freaking tear right now. So when that cage door locks, we're going to try to beat the shit out of each other, and I can guarantee every person in the arena will turn into an animal.
If Gaethje comes out on top, it serves as a reminder of exactly who he still is in this sport. Joe Rogan captured the essence of it best when he described the matchup as a clash of eras. One fighter is fighting to solidify a legacy that's already been built, while the other is trying to carve his name into the future. One thrives in chaos and damage. The other runs on confidence, momentum, and belief that's why the MMA world is so split. Some believe Pimblett's youth, self-belief, and grappling advantage will be too much to handle. Others are convinced Gaethje's relentless pressure, battle-tested experience, and sheer violence will brutally expose the gap between hype and hardened reality.
I mean, and again, if this has all been getting worked on, I'm sorry, I'm just pulling up the rankings so that we can see, there is nobody else. I mean, Max would be the other one, but I feel like Max and Charles is already being put into the works for a fight as well, which might have been why we don't see the two of them, because that's what everybody's saying, right? They're saying, why isn't Max involved in this with somebody like Armin, those two guys? Because Max is number 3, Armin is obviously number 1, and instead we're getting the number 4 and the number 5 guy fighting for the interim belt. But again, everyone, it's easy for us to sit on the outside and not be in that war room that they call it, and matchmaking, and again, planning these things ahead of time. So, oh, here we go. Harrington said, Armin said he knew they were targeting Ilya versus Paddy for January. So, okay. So it looked like that was what was going to probably happen, that it was going to be Paddy getting the title shot. And then I wonder what Gaethje was going to do officially if that had happened. You know what I mean?
Well, he said he was going to retire, didn't he?
Yeah. I wonder if he really would have.
But he KO'd Dustin with a head kick too, the fight before the Max Holloway one, which is pretty impressive.
True. So who got, man?
Probably Paddy rear naked.
I think. Paddy RNC.
Because remember Khabib.
Yeah. Remember Khabib. Paddy RNC is definitely possible. God, dude, these things, it's so crazy. Like, I'm not going to do one right now, but I want to so bad to have it in my hand.
Just do it.
I don't need one. I'm on fucking...
You have so much self-control, dude. You're so disciplined.
Well, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Co-main event, Amanda Nunes coming out of retirement versus Kayla Harrison. Dude, I was around Kayla Harrison my last fight.
You're around pretty big.
Around him?
Did I say him?
No, I said him.
Oh, her.
No, I said
she's big.
Yeah.
She's twice the man I'll ever be.
That's fire, dude.
No, but she's a big girl. She was super sweet, very nice, but it's crazy to think that she gets down to 135. Even Amanda's a big girl. They should just agree to fight at 145. They're massive chicks with massive
Who you got
power.
on that one?
I don't know.
Are they both older? Like in their
Yeah, they're both older. Amanda's retired, coming back. Kayla Harrison, I think this is like her second fight at 35 or third fight at 35.
She's been dominant though every time she fights.
Yeah, it's always. It's like, is she gonna make weight again? Because it's not guaranteed with those girls. Are massive. To be honest, I don't know who I got. I don't know.
Just take a guess.
What if they needed to lose like 5 pounds and got a double mastectomy?
What's that?
Take your tits off.
Dude, get your fucking mind out of the gutter.
That's not even the gutter. I was just saying, what if they wanted to get down weight so bad that they got a double mastectomy?
Why wouldn't they do? What if they only had to do one? Like they just need a couple pounds. So they just take one.
Or they shave their head.
And that uncertainty is exactly what's keeping everyone locked in on this matchup. UFC 324 isn't simply about rankings or promotional buzz. It's about a much bigger question. Is the rising star truly ready? Or does the division's gatekeeper still control the path forward? When Joe Rogan breaks a fight down this way, one thing becomes clear. This matchup is built for chaos.